All right, diving right in today, we're looking at AI chatbots. But not just any chatbots, we're talking about ones specifically designed for candle shops.
Oh yeah, this is a fun one. At first glance, you might not think AI and candles go together.
Yeah, like high tech meets, cozy and traditional.
Right, but when you dig deeper, you see how this tech could really shake things up, even for like a small local candle shop.
Okay, so let's break it down. For anyone who's not totally familiar with AI chatbots,
Yeah.
imagine imagine you're online, you're looking for that perfect candle, but instead of clicking through menus, you've got this virtual assistant right there with you.
And it's like having that super knowledgeable employee who they know everything about the shop.
Right, and they're available 24/7.
Doesn't matter if it's 3 a.m., you got a burning candle question.
Literally a burning question.
They've got the answer, or at least they'll try their best to, which is honestly more than most websites can do.
Definitely. And one of the sources we looked at, they highlighted how important that personalized touch is.
Yeah, I mean, that's really where the AI part comes in, right?
Okay, so how? So give us an example.
Okay, say you're looking for a candle for like a cozy night in, right? The chatbot could ask about your favorite scents, what kind of mood you're going for, even like what time of year it is.
Oh, to match the season? That's cool.
Exactly. And then it suggests something perfect, just for you, based on all those things.
Wow, it really is like having a personal scent expert.
In your pocket. Always there, ready to help.
So we're not just talking about like replacing an FAQ page here.
No, no, no. This is next level. This is about gathering data and understanding your customers like never before.
I mean, that data's got to be gold for a business.
It is. And it's not just about selling more candles either, although that's definitely a plus.
Right. So what else can you do with it?
Well, you can start predicting trends, developing whole new candle lines based on what people are asking for, what they're interested in.
Okay, so that's like personalized recommendations times 1,000.
Yeah, and I think it's important to point out here, there are different types of chatbots, right? Some are really basic, just follow a set script.
Okay.
But the really interesting ones are the ones that are really changing the game. They use AI and something called natural language processing.
NLP. I've heard of that, but explain it like I'm 5.
Okay, so basically it means the chatbot can understand and respond to you like a human would, not just spit out pre-programmed answers.
So it's learning, adapting, getting smarter as it interacts with more people.
Exactly. And the more data it gathers, the better those recommendations become.
Wow, it really is like having a tireless employee who's constantly learning and figuring out how to delight your customers. But does this mean like human employees are out of a job?
That's the million-dollar question, right? And it's
Okay.
something a lot of people worry about, but honestly, a well-designed chatbot, it shouldn't replace human interaction altogether.
Okay, good.
Think of it more like it frees up staff for more complex tasks, the things AI can't quite handle yet.
So like what would those tasks be in a candle shop?
I mean, creating new scents, that's still very much a human thing, right?
Yeah.
Or like providing that really personal touch when a customer needs it, going above and beyond.
So it's about using technology to enhance the human experience, not just get rid of it completely.
Exactly. The chatbot handles the routine stuff, the basic questions, guides people through the website.
Kind of like that initial first point of contact.
Right. And then if someone needs more help, has a really specific question, or just wants that human connection, a real employee can step in.
Okay, I like that. So it's about finding that balance between efficiency and that personal touch that I think a lot of people still crave, even when shopping online.
Definitely. And let's not forget, chatbots can be a lifesaver for small business owners.
Yeah, in what way?
I mean, think about it. Hiring a big customer service team, that gets expensive fast.
Especially these days.
Right. But a chatbot, it's a one-time investment, and it can handle an unlimited number of inquiries no matter how busy you get.
It's like having an army of virtual assistants at your beck and call.
Working 24/7, never take a break, always learning and getting better at their jobs.
Okay, that's pretty powerful. And one other thing our source mentioned was how chatbots can be used for seasonal promotions.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Hmm.
Like let's say you're launching a new holiday collection, right? The chatbot can instantly let everyone know.
Spread the word.
Yeah, and not just like a generic blast. It can send personalized messages,
Yeah.
tailored to each customer's preferences.
So it's generating excitement, driving traffic to the store.
Exactly.
Mm.
And because it's collecting data on how people respond to those messages,
You can see what works and what doesn't.
right, like which promotions are most effective, who's most likely to buy certain candles, what kind of language really resonates with your audience.
Wow, so it's not just about answering questions, it's like a whole marketing tool.
It really is. It's becoming a core part of how businesses connect with their customers. But and I think this is important to acknowledge, it's not all sunshine and roses.
Oh, what do you mean? Are there downsides?
Well, yeah, like any new technology, there are potential challenges.
Okay, like what?
I mean, one of the big ones is maintenance. These things need to be updated constantly.
Oh, yeah, that makes sense. Technology changes so fast, you don't want your chatbot giving out, like, outdated info.
Exactly, or like just glitching out and frustrating customers.
No one wants that.
You got to think of it like a garden. You can't just plant it and walk away.
That's a good analogy. I like that.
Yeah, you got to you got to keep updating the knowledge base, refine how it responds, make sure it works with any new software versions.
Okay, so it's not just set it and forget it. There's real commitment here to get the most out of it.
Definitely. And there's the human element too on the business side.
Oh, yeah. What do you mean?
I mean, even the fanciest chatbot, it's only as good as the people setting it up. You need a clear vision for what you want it to do.
Okay, so before you even start shopping for chatbot software, you have to figure out what tasks it'll handle, what kind of tone of voice it'll use. Like, does it sound friendly and approachable or more formal and professional?
Yeah, almost like giving it a personality. And then you have to really think about the conversation flow, how it all works.
Like mapping out how it'll respond to different questions.
Exactly. Remember, it's using natural language processing to understand people. So you
Mm.
got to think about all the different ways they might phrase their questions and make sure the chatbot can handle.
What about like those totally off-the-wall questions people come up with? Like,
Yeah.
what's the best candle to attract a leprechaun?
Oh man, you got to be prepared for anything.
Right?
I think a little humor goes a long way. It's smart to program in some playful responses, even to things you'd never expect.
For leprechaun luring, we suggest our clover and gold scent.
Exactly. It's all
Yeah.
about creating an experience that's so good people want to talk about it.
Right. And speaking of talking, how do these chatbots fit into the bigger picture of a shop's like social media or email campaigns?
Ooh, good point.
Yeah, go ahead.
It's not like this exists in a vacuum.
Right.
You can integrate it really seamlessly. Like imagine using the chatbot to collect email addresses for your newsletter or offering a discount to folks who chat with it on your Facebook page.
So it becomes part of that whole customer journey from the moment they discover you online all the way to hopefully becoming a loyal customer.
Yeah. And don't forget about those loyal customers. Chatbots are great at nurturing those relationships.
Oh, how so?
Well, using all that data it gathers, you can send them personalized recommendations, special offers, even like birthday wishes, make them feel valued.
So it's like a concierge service for every single customer, but powered by AI, which makes me think with all this data flying around, what about the ethical side of things? That's a really good point. Anytime we're talking about data, we got to be careful.
Yeah, for sure. Transparency is key.
Yep.
Customers should know what information is being collected and how it's being used, not just to, like, sell them more stuff, but to make their whole shopping experience better.
And to build trust, right? Like, hey, we're being upfront about this.
Exactly. And from a business side, I think there's always that temptation to go a little overboard with personalization.
Oh, yeah. Like when you get that ad for something you were just talking about and you're like, okay, that's creepy.
Right. No one wants to feel like they're being spied on.
So how do you find that balance between being helpful and being, well, creepy?
It's tough, but I think it comes down to using data thoughtfully. You want to make suggestions that feel relevant, not bombard people with a million things they don't care about.
So a little restraint goes a long way.
Definitely. And our source actually included a link for listeners who want to explore this more, get some personalized advice on setting up a chatbot.
Oh, that's great. So if you're listening and you're thinking, okay, I need one of these for my shop, you can check out the link and like get expert help.
Yeah, it's a smart move because everyone's needs are different, right? What works for one shop might not work for another.
So that human touch is still important, even when you're dealing with AI.
Absolutely. AI is a tool, a really powerful tool, but it's not magic. It takes planning, it takes knowing your business, and it takes like a willingness to adapt and learn as you go.
Well said. So as we wrap up this deep dive into the world of AI chatbots, let's leave our listeners with something to ponder. Imagine you're online, searching for that perfect candle. You've got two options. Click through a website by yourself or chat with a helpful AI assistant. Which one do you choose?
That's a great question, and I think the answer might surprise some people.
It might say a lot about how we're all adapting to this new world of AI.
For sure, it's fascinating stuff.
It really is. Well, thanks for joining us on this exploration, and until next time, keep those candles burning bright.